In today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 of the best jobs for people over 50. And these are not okay jobs, not settle for this jobs, but the best jobs where being over 50 is actually working for you, not against you. And the reason I know so much about this is because my business partners and I in the last few years have gotten tens of thousands of people jobs. And many of them were over the age of 50. For instance, Brian, who I interviewed on my channel, was able to get a really good online job at the age of 59. So I know what works for this demographic because I've watched it work over and over again. And I made this video because I got lots of emails and lots of comments asking for it. So some of these jobs are going to surprise you and maybe a few of them might be perfect for you. So pay close attention. And if you appreciate me making these types of videos, let me know by gently cheersing that like button, and let's jump into it. Okay, so let me start with the one that is probably going to surprise you because most people don't even know that this job exists. And it's called being a patient advocate or a healthcare navigator. And what you basically do is you help other older people navigate the disaster that is the American healthcare system. Now look, I know this industry intimately because before I became a YouTuber, I went to school for nearly a decade to get my doctorate, and I became a pharmacist. And what I quickly realized is that I was basically a high-paid pill-counting monkey for the big pharma industry. Now, there were parts of the job that I did genuinely enjoy, don't get me wrong. And the biggest one was being able to help patients in their times of need, helping them figure out what their insurance actually covered, calling on their behalf when they got denied, and helping them with their medical situations and explaining their prescriptions in plain English. Those are the moments that I remember with the most fondness from my time as a pharmacist. So I know what I'm talking about here. And the American healthcare system is broken, and older people are the ones getting crushed by it the hardest. Co-pays, denials, prior auths, Medicare A versus B versus D versus blah, 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 right? Whatever any of that means. It is a maze designed to break people. And here's the thing, you have something that most 25-year-olds do not have. You have been navigating this system for yourself, for your spouse, maybe for your aging parents, and that experience is the qualification. You can literally get paid to help other people do what you have already had to do. Think of it like a tour guide, except instead of guiding people through a museum, you're guiding them through Medicare. Anyone can walk through the museum, but it is a lot less confusing when someone who has been there 100 times walks with you. Now, the median salary in this field is around $50 to $70K to start, and top patient advocates working privately charge $100 to $200 an hour. And Indeed's hiring lab ranks healthcare as the top sector for 2026. Nearly 40% of their top 50 best jobs are in healthcare because there is massive demand. Now, another thing that's really great about healthcare is that it's pretty much recession proof. It's one of the industries that is the least affected by recessions. So your job is safe in good times and bad times as well. Now, here's some related jobs in this same lane: Medicare consultant, insurance advisor, hospital discharge advocate, elder care navigator. All of them are versions of the same thing. Help an older person not get destroyed by the system. So here's how to start. Look up the Patient Advocate Certification Board, also called the PACB. Their certification is the most recognized in the industry. Now, you don't have to do this, and of course it does depend on where you live and the laws and the standards of where you live, but the online training is typically 6 to 12 months, and you can do it while keeping your current job. And once certified, you can work for a hospital system, an insurance company, or independently by charging by the hour. Now, I think a great example of healthcare navigation is Nurse Jen, who's one of our community members. She started with us just recently, and you can see that she posted these videos, got over 500,000 views each, and she's now making a full-time income on YouTube, literally just helping people with healthcare navigation, right? So this is stuff that she was already doing on a day-to-day basis, and she basically just helped a bunch of people with it, and now she's making a full-time income from her YouTube channel, which is great. So she's building her personal brand, networking within her career, establishing herself as an authority, and she's making really good money on the side too. And this could turn into a full-time business for sure. All right, job 2 is the hometown expert. So this is basically a travel agent, and it's 50 plus specialty or hyper local. Now you might be thinking, wait, is that not dead? Doesn't everybody just book online? The answer is no. Travel agents are absolutely back. And there are 2 flavors of this that work especially well for people over 50. Flavor 1 is specialized in 50 plus travel. So cruises, river ships, retirement group trips, multi-generational family vacations, trips where you might need extra medical assistance, etc., etc. A great example of this is a recent trip that I took with my dad to Mexico. So my dad's 79 years old, he's getting up there, and he did need extra medical assistance when we did this trip. But it was a great trip, we planned it out the right way, and it was an awesome time. But the 50 plus demographic is the biggest travel spending demographic in this country, and they want to talk to someone their age who actually understands what they're looking for. Now, flavor 2, and this one is even better, is specialize in your area. If you've lived in Phoenix, for instance, for 40 years, you know things that tourists and transplants will never find online. The best diner, the best hiking trail that nobody goes to, which neighborhood is safe at night. That kind of insider knowledge is worth real money to people moving to a place or visiting your area. It's like the difference between Googling a restaurant in a city that you've never been to versus calling your friend who has lived there for 40 years and asking them, hey, where should we go to eat? Which one are you going to trust more? Exactly. You're going to trust your friend. And here's where I'm going to plant a seed for you. The travel agents crushing it right now are doing it on YouTube. They started channels talking about specific destinations or specific types of travel, and the channel becomes their lead engine. Clients find them organically, and they do not have to cold call anyone. For instance, Christine, who's in my mastermind, is a travel agent making really good money by going on a bunch of cruises and just documenting her experience. So here's how to start. Join a host agency like Avoya, Fora, or KHM Travel. They handle the supplier relationships and licensing, and you just sell. No upfront costs in most cases. You can start part-time and scale up. And if you want the lead gen advantage, start documenting your area or your travel niche on YouTube alongside it. Job 3 is the local real estate empire. So this is one of the most powerful careers that you can pick up after 50. And honestly, it has 2 flavors that I want to talk about. So flavor 1 is the standard real estate agent. And look, real estate is one of those careers where you can literally work until the day you die if you want to. I have personally known real estate agents still in their 70s closing lots and lots of deals. In fact, a family friend is a realtor who then ended up starting a brokerage, and she made tens of millions of dollars in her career. And she's still doing it in her 80s. And here's why it works so well for people over 50. Gray hair equals trust, okay? When someone is making the biggest financial decision of their life, they do not want to be handing it to a 24-year-old in a leased BMW. They want someone who looks like they've been around the block. Flavor 2, and this is a niche that most people don't really know about, is the senior move manager and estate sale organizer space. Now, this is a hyper niche real estate role where you specifically help older clients downsize, sell their lifelong home, and transition into the next chapter. Almost all your clients are over 60, and they want someone their age handling something this emotional. But here's where it gets really interesting. The real estate agents who are crushing it right now, they are doing it on YouTube, and I am not making this up. Let me tell you about a guy named Ken Posick. Ken moved to Orlando in 2016. 0 clients, no local network. He did not cold call. He did not buy leads. He grabbed his iPhone and he made a bet on himself. 100 videos in 100 days on YouTube. He filmed the city, neighborhood by neighborhood. He filmed 80 videos before he got a single lead. Then 1 came in, then dozens, then hundreds every month. And today his YouTube channel has over 7 million views, and his team has done over 2,000 transactions, and his team has done over $322 million in sales in a single year. And they have done hundreds of millions of sales directly from that YouTube channel. And Ken's team is now the official real estate partner of the Orlando Magic. And by the way, we work with people doing this exact same thing. We have a client named Craig who's in his 70s, and he's a realtor in Montana. And he just started a YouTube channel basically talking about his area, what's happening in Montana, the lifestyle, the real estate market, and he is crushing it. We have another client named Adam down in Austin. Same playbook. Realtor, started a YouTube channel about his area, and his channel is taking off. And we have other clients doing the exact same play in their own markets. So this is like fishing with a magnet versus fishing with a hook. Everyone else is out there with a hook and a worm, hoping to catch one lead at a time. Meanwhile, YouTube real estate agent is dragging a magnet through the water and pulling in fish by the dozen. So here's how to start. Get your real estate license through your state's commission. Typically, this is 60 to 180 hours of coursework, and depending on the state, $400 to $1,000 in total cost. Then join a brokerage and start documenting your area on YouTube on day 1, even if it's just an iPhone and a folding tripod. The agents winning right now are the ones playing the YouTube game from day 1. And if you want to know exactly how to do that, stick around. I have a free training on it coming up in just a minute. Actually, I'll probably just do it now. And this is going to help you pick your niche as well. So if you're not sure what niche to go into, this is going to help you with that. So click the link in the description in the pinned comment below to check it out. All right, guys, quick break. This video is sponsored by me. I wanted to let you know that I'm going to be doing a live training this week where I'm going to be revealing the YouTube content advantage in 2026. It is a completely free training, no strings attached. In fact, I'm giving away even more bonuses at the training. Just as an example, I'm going to be giving away my niche validator. And this is going to be available for both Claude as well as ChatGPT, which is a super valuable piece of software where you can finally figure out what the best niche for you is. So do not miss out on this training. Make sure you sign up for it down in the description and the pinned comment below, because you only get it if you join the training. So if you don't join now, you might miss it. But that being said, in the workshop, you'll get to meet me. You'll get to ask me questions directly. So I look forward to meeting you. So click the link in the description in the pinned comment below. Make sure you put it on your calendar. And if for whatever reason
you missed out on it, you weren't able to attend, make sure you still click that link because we might be having workshops in the future as well, and you'll be the first to know about it. So yeah, hope to see you there. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
All right, next one is going to be very surprising, and that's digital marketing and social media marketing. Okay, so this one might be the most counterintuitive on the entire list, and it has been exploding for people over 50. I'm talking about digital marketing, more specifically social media marketing. Now you might be thinking, wait, Shane, isn't digital marketing for young people? Are the TikTok kids not dominating in this space? And here's where it gets interesting. The 50 plus demographic controls the money, right? 80% of the money in the US is owned by 50 and above. So advertisers want to reach them, but the people creating the ads, running the campaigns, and designing the strategy, they're all 25-year-olds who have no idea how a 65-year-old thinks. And in many cases, companies will actually hire you to make content or do what's known as UGC, which is user-generated content, or to make ads, or to just help them with their social media strategy in general, because you know how older people think. And really, it's a massive market gap. And if you understand the over 50 mindset because you're over 50, you have an advantage that younger marketers will never have. And I am not making this up. We literally helped a 59-year-old man, Brian, land a digital marketing job, and he had zero digital marketing experience before that. He just took the training, applied, and got hired. And now he's making a solid six-figure salary working remotely. And by the way, if you want to learn more about the digital marketing side, I'll put that link in the description in the pinned comment below. You might have to scroll down a bit, but it'll be down there. Now, the salary range for digital marketing is huge, but typically it's about 50 to 120K to start, and senior roles regularly clear 150 to 250,000. So the way to start is to check out the free masterclass down below. It'll be with my business partner, nces, and you can click down there to check it out. Quick break, this video is sponsored by me. Most of you don't know that I actually have my own coaching program on personal branding, growing on YouTube, and making money on YouTube. And this is for complete beginners, maybe even people who just want to get a job by growing their personal brand, all the way up to people who are very advanced on YouTube and they get to work directly with myself and my team to help them reach their goals. Now, we are opening up 3 to 5 spots, and this is pretty rare. We usually don't have these open. We usually only limit them to select people, but we're opening up 3 to 5 spots, and you can check those out by clicking the link down in the description and the pinned comment below. And in this program, you'll get to work with me directly and other people who are highly successful on YouTube. Just as an example, Sean was able to go all the way from being stuck on YouTube to making over $500,000 in a single month. Now, that's an example of one of my more advanced students, but there are lots of examples of people who started off from scratch and they're going to 5K per month or 10K a month, etc., etc. So check that out down in the description and the pinned comment below. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Now, you might have known that a bunch of these other ones on the list had people that I was showing on YouTube, and there is a reason for that. YouTube right now is absolutely blowing up. One community member, for instance, of mine, RJ the Unretired, made it to over $20,000 a month in his first few months after posting. And he just talks about retirement. That's it. Oh, and there's other YouTubers as well, like Azul. He makes a heck of a lot more than that. Or how about this guy, Bernard Albertson, who got 37 million views and made hundreds of thousands of dollars with that video. Or how about this channel, Medicare School, run by an older gentleman. That's all about Medicare, and this is an 8-figure business. Or how about M&J Metal, who posted this video right here, how to make pickle Pepsi at home. It got 9.6 million views and made hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I could just go on and on and on. Now, some of the most popular categories on this list, of course, are about older people, but some of them are just all about helping people get a job, like Josh Madakor. He helps people get IT and cybersecurity jobs. And when he first started working with us, he was making less than $1,000 a month, and we helped him get all the way to $186,000 in a single month, right? So the upside on YouTube is essentially unlimited. You can create content on YouTube, you build your brand, you become an authority in your industry. It can help you get your dream job. It actually helped Josh get his dream job, but his YouTube channel quickly started making more money than his job, and then eventually way more money than his job. And of course he quit it. But yeah, this is one of the smartest things to do. And then what you can do is you can take your content that you're posting on YouTube and you can syndicate it to all the other platforms, right? So you can repost your YouTube content on LinkedIn, for instance. So yeah, it's really a no-brainer. And you've probably noticed just tons and tons of older people popping off on YouTube. For instance, Scotty Kilmer's in his 70s. He makes over $25,000 a month on YouTube, according to vidIQ. But actually, he makes a heck of a lot more than that. On an interview with a news station, he said he made over $24 million from YouTube, and he made more money in 1 month on YouTube than he saved in 40 years as a mechanic. So yeah, I think you get the point here. Lots and lots of opportunities for older people on YouTube. Older people are blowing up left and right. I could just go on and on. I could probably show you 100 examples. But yeah, it's kind of like the California gold rush, and the least claimed piece of territory territory left is the 50 and above demographic. So here's how to start. You do not need fancy equipment. You can start with your phone or record yourself on your computer's webcam. Pick a niche that's specific to your experience, your career, your hobby, your life, your chapter, the problems that you've had, things that you're talented at, things that were really bad at, but then you got good at, problems that you've had in your life, etc., etc. And by the way, if you want to know exactly how to make money doing this, I have a completely free live training that I'm doing this week. Click the link in the description in the pinned comment below to attend it. I'll be there live. I'll also be giving you an AI tool that helps you pick the ideal niche for you, and I'll be giving you a step-by-step guide on exactly how to start with your personal brand on YouTube. And at the end, I'll answer literally any question you have as well. So click the link in the description in the pinned comment below to check that out. And I'm so confident that this was gonna work that I literally had my own brother do it. Zach's in his 50s. He spent 30 years in the trades. He wasn't tech savvy, never made a video in his life, not particularly charismatic. Very first video we posted blew up, got over 800,000 views. In less than 1 month after he posted that first video, he had a $214 day. That's a $70,000 a year run rate. So he went from zero to a full-time income in 1 month. And just last month, he had his record month of $18,000 in a single month. So if you want to see exactly how we helped him do that and also get an update on how he's doing, click that link in the description in the pinned comment below. And with that being said, check out the video on exactly how we helped Zach go from zero to a full-time income in 1 month on YouTube by clicking right here.